Last week, we took this muddy, rutted forest road and turned it into a durable gravel road that's now Berm Peak's grand entrance. But of course, it's not just a gravel road. We built a few rock bump jumps into the side that end at a small landing. Because the rock jumps can be accessed from Snake Pit Trail, it makes for a really fun line. But you need to slam on your brakes to avoid hitting the retaining wall, and that's a big waste of speed that we could use for something better. Of course, Pat opted to just ride up the retaining wall. This doesn't work well, but it works. And it got me thinking. We could make this trail continue to the other side of the driveway and keep going downhill. To keep this trail going, I needed to make some improvements to what we had, including the landing and the trail after it. The extra dirty gravel has really been coming in handy for this. After tuning up the trail for a bit, it was time for some experimenting. For starters, the cypress trees needed a little bit of pruning, but not too much because I wanted this feature to be hidden from the front yard. To make the path onto the driveway rideable was more challenging than meets the eye. You see, this driveway was built up with stone during the construction of the house, so removing the stone from the retaining wall can cause the driveway to crack or even collapse. But I was able to move some non-bearing stone and throw some dirt at it to make things work. Still not what I'd call an amazing lip, but a good start. Feels sketchy, and kind of soft given the season we're in. In the southeast, there's spring, summer, autumn, and mud. That's a little better, but still not what I had in mind. With all that speed, we could pop up onto the driveway and maybe even get a little air. But to build a proper lip on the retaining wall, we'd need a lot of dirt to cover the rocks. And I'm no good at building dirt lips anyway. Lately, the 10.5-foot radius has been my go-to for just about any jump. But on this one, I made the last 8 inches flat, so we can juice it recklessly without flying over the handlebars. Now that I've built a few of these lips, I've got the whole process down to about 45 minutes. And given the lack of maintenance and resistance to water, I suspect this won't be the last one we build. To install this on the retaining wall, I could dig it in as far as possible and trim away the side supports with the reciprocating saw to make it fit over the rocks. This wooden part will make the very top of our jump, while the bottom will need to be dirt and gravel. I must admit, this was a little more work than I anticipated, but with some of the material left over from the road project, I was able to get the lip positioned and even make it blend into the surroundings. But this lip could be so much more.
And this is our driveway, obviously, now.
Well, it's not ours yet.
Oh, yeah.
From the very day I drove up this driveway with my realtor, I wondered if we could build a gap jump over it. And many of you had the exact same thought when you saw the map of the property. But the side profile actually looks like this. From this direction, the approach would be uphill, so that's a no-go. From the other direction, the jump would be a step up, a big one. And I'm not sure how we'd get the speed for it. But there's one spot where the profile looks like this. And it's right at the auxiliary parking space where we've built our lip. And that might just be a little bit by design. see how this works. It wouldn't be pretty, but it looked possible to clear the driveway. To get both tires in the gravel, I'd need a fair bit more speed, and it would be a serious yank. So the next day, Kevin and I got to work on trying to clear it.
Oh, okay.
Whoa! My neighbor Shane who lent me the tractor, tuning up the run-up. Nice! That was like a 2-inch improvement. We were coming up short, and the culprit was speed, or lack thereof. The snake pit skinny is only possible to do so fast without messing up, and you need to make up the difference while jumping the rocks and setting up for the driveway gap. Despite the rough landing, I even tried the gap on my hardtail for some extra boost, to no avail. So we kept refining our lines and pushing our luck. Whoa!
That was in.
Hey man, you didn't roll away from that. Kevin definitely jumped the furthest, but it wasn't both tires in the gravel. After that, we both started getting a little sketchy and decided to call it quits.
Oh. That's a nice push to the face.
If it was the summer, this would be rock solid and we have a little more speed, but we're gonna have to make it work, no excuses. The next morning, I got up early and fixed up the trail. I added additional height to the landing so we could pump it for speed, and some more support at the bottom of the lip for a smoother takeoff. Pat also came by to give it a shot. With those changes to the trail, we were immediately doing better than the previous day. In the summer with a harder surface, I'm positive we would have sailed past the gravel. But despite this handicap, we were giving it everything we had. Whoa! I think that was it. Okay, there you come. Yo! Right on the edge. I don't think so. I just need a little more speed. Come on. Yeah. Undeniable. That was that felt good. Was undeniable. Your back tire was right there. Pat definitely cleared it with a clean dismount. And with that, the driveway gap was officially a reality. But it's my driveway, so I had to clear it too. So I took a couple of tips from Pat on line choice and gave it another shot. Almost made it. So close. Go! Go! Yeah! Yeah! Excellent, dude. I said it would never happen, but we have a driveway gap. And it leads right to another trail entrance in Moonshangle Thickets. That means we can keep this downhill run going and add additional, crazier features. And now that this line continues across the driveway, we can call it a trail. I considered naming it Lower Snake Pit since that's where it starts. But since it crosses the forest road, it needs its own name. Thanks for riding with me today, and I'll see you next time.